YouTube. What's up, guys? Back with another one. You know I gotta have my coffee. I'm always drinking my coffee when I make these videos. Man, let's get right into it. I hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody had a good day. This is my third video of the day, you know what I mean? So, I had the day off work, so I'm just getting after it, I've been getting a lot of information, from God and from being on Semen Retention, getting a lot of downloads, getting a lot of messages, getting a lot of signs from God, and just learning, about myself and learning about life, man. Going on Semen Retention is a very powerful tool for learning about how things work, learning how other people work and interact with you, learning about human behavior and psychology and things like this. Semen Retention taps you into the spiritual realm. If you get up on a high streak, you guys, this, I like to say it a lot, it's a direct connection to God and to the spiritual realm. If you're tapped in and you go on Semen Retention for a month, 2 months, 3 months, more than that, you're gonna become like an antenna, like a human antenna, and you're going to be picking up on a lot of different frequencies, and you're going to be interacting with life in a much more spiritual way. You know what I mean? So, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus, and I believe in God, and everybody has their own beliefs. You know what I mean? I believe that there is one true God. You know what I mean? And whether you choose to believe in Jesus and are a Christian, that's up to you. But I believe there's inherently there's a good side and a bad side. So we all have the opportunity to tap into whichever side. You know what I mean? And my experience so far is that Semen Retention exposes all of this. You know what I mean? So as soon as you go on Semen Retention, like I said, you become an antenna and you become very sensitive to all this stuff, and it's really your choice where you want to go. You know what I mean? So, man, the message that I wanted to get across in this video, you guys, got to prepare for this one, because this is a heavy one. This is a very deep topic and a very important topic. You get a sip of coffee real quick. Man, so what I want to talk about is learning to be present. Learning to be present. Okay, what does that mean? That means to accept your present environment and your surroundings, the present moment. The past is things that have happened in our past, moments that have passed on, that are in the past. And the future are moments that haven't happened yet, in time, on the scale of time. The present moment is right now. This moment right here. You're watching me, a dude in a red hat and a tank top, on YouTube. This is the present moment. You know what I mean? And this is all that we have, you guys. This is literally all that we have. Life is a series of continuous present moments. A lot of people don't realize that, especially if they're living, if they're living in regret and they're thinking about the past and things that have happened in the past, or worrying about things that may happen in the future. You know what I mean? When most of the time, when we're tripping about things that are happening, that might happen in the future, we're projecting our emotions and our feelings, 99% of the time, you guys, are usually wrong. Tell me if you guys can relate with that. When we're trying to play different scenarios out, maybe like off the top of my head, something would be like maybe like a job interview or something. You're nervous about a job interview, or you're nervous about maybe going on a date with someone, or going out, with someone, like meeting someone new, new friends. Wherever there's pressure, we're always, worrying about something in the future. And usually when we play it through in our head, it's usually wrong. All our projections and assumptions that we think are going to happen. So anyways, what I was meaning to say is, reel it back in. We're doing all these things, past or future. We're not living in the present. The present moment is the most important thing for us to be doing. There's a phrase. God gave us the present moment as a gift. That's why it's called the present. You know what I'm saying? It's a present. It's a gift. So, what I've learned about this, why am I talking about this present moment? What I've learned is that this is where God resides. You guys, if you guys are trying to tap in with God and get a more spiritual life, this is something that we can work on. This is a skill that we can develop, is learning how to become more present, and that means, I'm always going to start it off with this because, of the times that we live in. We live in this era where technology is so big, and we all have our phones, and we all have these devices. You know what I mean? We all have these devices, phones, tablets, computers. We're all stuck on the internet. I mean, we're on the internet right now, but hopefully this is an educational video for you guys, and that's why I make these videos, on here, because it's easiest to reach, you guys with my message, with the semen retention stuff and spirituality and things like that. I'm trying to help people. So this coffee's got me going all over the place. Hopefully you guys are following me. So the present moment, man, this is where God resides. Okay, this is where we're going to find God, and we're going to communicate with God, and when we're on our phones all the time, that's sucking us out of the present moment. Does that make sense, you guys? Sure, we're being present, we're literally still in the present, but we're existing in like a digital realm. You're existing in this fake social media metaverse world that is not real. It's fake. I mean, it's real in the sense that it exists, but all this fake stuff that we got going on, trying to get likes and trying to get followers and things like that. Guys, this is it's kind of like it's a false reality. Because when you bring it back to reality, and we're being humans in the physical realm, it's a whole lot different. You know what I mean? Talking to someone on the internet is a lot different than talking to them face to face. You know what I mean? So, guys, this is very important, and this is a message that God's been telling me. He's been telling me to put the phone down. Put the phone down. Not all the time. We can interact with each other, but we're supposed to be putting the phone down when we notice that it's becoming an issue. A lot of people are addicted to social media and addicted to their phones. I got a friend that's actually a therapist, and he called it an epidemic. He has a lot of patients that are dealing with this. Dealing with social media addiction and addiction to the phone, and our devices rip us out of the present moment. And this is what is going to help us enhance our spiritual life. Like accepting each moment as if we chose it. I have a spiritual mentor, my uncle, and he actually told me that phrase, years back, and I'll always remember it. Accept every moment as if you chose it. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, whatever you're doing, you guys, and it's like when we're interacting with other people, make sure that you are leaning into that and remembering to keep doing things that human beings do, because we live in a day and age where everybody is not living in the present moment. We're all glued to our phones. You know what I mean? We're all glued to the internet, and when you go around people and you're actually present, interacting, they actually get thrown off. You know what I mean? Because you're acting, they're used to living in the digital realm and living in this fake world that when you're real with them, they actually have a weird time. They look at you like you're crazy. You know what I mean? And God has been telling me, man, that this is how we grow spiritually. Is to put the phone down and to start doing things that are, like regular human stuff. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when I go to work in the morning, I ride my bike to work, and I try to connect with God as much as possible, to start my day, and that is when I get on my bike and I drive and I ride to work. I make sure that I don't even put music in a lot of the time, because if I'm just present with me riding my bike on the road on my way to work, that is some time for me to be spending with God, and I'm not distracted by all these different sound waves that are going in through my headphones and distracting me in my thoughts. It's just me. God resides in the present moment and in silence, because that's it, you guys. It's just us and God, and stillness and silence. This is where we find God and where we're to communicate with Him. It's super powerful, you guys. And there's a lot of different things that we can do, to work on being more present, and that is just doing things, going out in nature, walking around. The biggest thing is putting your phone down, doing things that human beings do, interacting with other human beings. Go out, maybe go to the park, go to the gym, work out, maybe go play sports. This is stuff that I like to do, I know everybody likes to do different things, but, basically doing things that force you to be present, and, other human interaction, it's very important, for our spiritual growth to be doing all these type of things, you guys, and, yeah, it's just a crazy realization that I've had. Semen retention really amplifies our awareness and our spiritual connection, and this is something that God has told me a lot recently. Is you don't have to put the phone down all day long. We still have, we can still use the phone. It's just like once you notice that you're using it too much and you're abusing it and you're living more into this digital realm, then it's time to, take a break, do something, maybe meet someone for coffee, go out to eat with someone, have a conversation with someone face to face, do something that's going to make you feel connected to other human beings, and then, ultimately God, because like I said, God resides in the present moment, being present, with our existence as human beings, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's, it's really the message that I've been getting lately, man. It's super powerful. I've been really working on it as best as I can, trying to, when I'm interacting, out in public and doing things, interacting with other human beings, I'm really trying to stay present and cherish those moments, because a lot of our existence nowadays is on these phones and on the internet, and it's dehumanizing us, you know what I mean? So try my best to lean into it, and that's where God resides, you guys. I've said it a bunch of times in this video, and that's where He resides, not in the past, not in the future, but in the present moment, and it's a skill that we can work on, to be present and remove any distractions, that are messing with our ability to be present and to be focused on whatever we're doing in life. So it's very powerful stuff, you guys. So, I know it seems like a basic concept, but, a lot of people they don't really get this concept, and they're lost in all these distractions, especially if you're still watching porn and shit like that, distracted watching porn, stuck on all these apps, just mindlessly scrolling, and, they're forgetting to be a human being, and it's sad, and it can lead to, this is what leads to, like, a lot of mental illness. A lot of guys end up super anxious and depressed, and it's like, yeah, well, what are you doing to connect with your roots and with humanity? You're stuck on the internet, you're watching screens, watching Netflix, you're not interacting with other human beings, doing healthy things for us to, as human beings, and to connect with God. Get out in nature, go work out, get those endorphins flowing, get yourself feeling good, you know what I mean? So it's pretty much the message that I have for you guys. Put the phone down and, learn to be present. It's something that I've been receiving lately from God, and it's a super powerful message. So, all right, you guys. This video is getting a little long, you know. So much love. Hope everybody's staying strong. It's probably my last video of the day. Back to work tomorrow. Hopefully I can keep pumping these videos out for you guys. Alright guys, much love. Hope everybody's staying strong. Hope you guys got something out of this this video. You know, just kind of rambling a little bit, but it's a powerful message that I've been getting lately. You know, be present. You know, because that's where God's at in the present moment. You know. Alright guys, have a good one. Much love.